Let me introduce you to my new tent, the Nemo Hornet 2-person. It's an ultra-light hiking tent. When you compare it to the weight of my boots, it's like 2/3 of the weight. So it comes in just under a kilo, depending on which pegs that you use. The pegs it comes with are better than the Groundhogs by MSR. They're slightly shorter, but that comes in 8 grams lighter. So all up, the tent is ultra lightweight. So let's have a look at what this looks like as we unpack it. Comes in some stuff sacks so you can split the load with the second hiker that you might be sharing with. It's really probably a 1.5 persons or a larger person and a smaller person type tent. But for the weight and to split between 2 people, it's got this unique clip-in system for the tent poles. It's a single pole connection setup with the 2 poles at the back going into a T-piece for the front pole. It goes up rather quick. It's quite simple. The fly just clips on. It's quite a unique clipping system for the fly. It makes it very fast. It's also got a quick grab type cord so that when you want to tension the fly up, you just pull this tail end of the thread and it self-locks. It's got a little self-locking cam. So when it's up, it's quite tidy, though at the head end, which you're looking at there at the moment, it doesn't have a full double skin. If you want to make it a little bit roomier inside, it's got these little fiddly but little cords that tie the inner to the outer fly, and allows that you pull the side walls of the inner out towards the fly. And you can also then tie down, which I did there, the fly to reduce flapping if there was strong winds, with the air getting up under the fly. That makes it a bit more roomier inside when you're pulling the side walls away from your inside. It's quite roomy. There's room there for 2. Lets the air through, and of course there's space there to put your backpack or a small cooking area, or put your boots. Six pegs, and it's freestanding, so you're not relying on your hiking poles, which I was looking with the Stratosphere Lee from Tarp Tent, which comes in at about 300 grams lighter by the tent's perspective, but the landed unit price in Australia for the Tarp Tent Stratosphere Lee 2-person was $1,250. I picked this tent up as a bargain through Paddy Palin with a special that I think they mucked up on. I got it for $430. So it's got the no-seam mesh. The fly clips onto the tent poles. Not quite a one-handed type job. But if you're in bad weather, windy weather, it makes the fly a little bit more secure. It's got 2 little storage pockets on the inside to put your phone or your head torch. It's reinforced in the corners, which I thought was quite good, and seam sealed across the floor with a tape. Even my Misty, my pussycat, was interested in it. It's a tidy unit. I haven't tried it out yet for camping. I feel it's quite spacious. It takes 2 of Outdoor Connections ultralight camping mats, and there's a small bit of space between the 2 mats. It's a little smaller than my last tent that I took to Patagonia, which was the Eureka. And I do still have my Spitfire Eureka. It's a single person type tent. But there's plenty of room at the top. There's room there for a backpack to stay out of the weather under the vestibule, or you can put the backpack inside the tent and up at your head end or at your feet end. So there's room for your boots in the vestibule, keeping them dry if it's a little wet. There's a little 2-way zip on the fly, so you can actually let it open at the top, but I don't think I unzipped the top bit to show that. But inside, there is room for 2, a little snug. But it shows you that for a full mat, that's not a 3/4 mat, it's a full mat, how much room there is at your foot end or your head end to store your pack or some extra gear. And I'll put the boot there just to put a little bit of perspective. So that's my Hornet, Nemo Hornet 2-person tent. I love it.